Well, let's try and fit in another game of rapid chess. So 1628, good luck. We've not played before, no head-to-head score. Nearly 1,000 games for my opponent, very good. Actually, let's go c4 first, just to challenge the centre push. Oh, that's a pawn. It's not some opening theory that I'm aware of, I don't think. It could be. Obviously, there could be theory and I'm just simply not aware of it. Okay. How do I want to do this? I'm just looking at this sort of concept. It's whether he wants to fly down the board. Again, I'm wondering whether to do this for this. Yeah, I'm just going to go up very steady here. He's playing the moves almost instantly, isn't he? Yeah. He's going queenside. We can see that for certain. So I'm looking at this or this. Oh, well, now he might be going kingside, actually. Do I commit to castling? I'm going to castle. I'm going to stay kingside. Oh, he's gone kingside as well. That I didn't expect then. I think e3 just looks sensible now. It's whether I want the bishop up. Potentially trade it, but I don't think I do. I want to try and guard against this push. And eventually just push forward. He's playing too quickly. He's going too fast. I'm just going to go and develop my bishop this way now. Okay, knight down. Yeah, he's going really quick and he's no need to play rapid chess quite this quick. Oh, I can do this or I can just do this. They're the two moves I'm looking at. I've got rook across as well. Excuse me. I like the idea of d4 just to potentially push on again. It does maybe give him a chance to start coming in. But d4 threatens d5 in turn to go after his knight and make it awkward. If takes, I've got a dilemma. How do I take back? Okay, he's pinned the knight, so I need to step up there. Break that pin immediately. If knight in, I'm okay to take back. Trade, trade, trade. I'm still got options to take back. Oh, he has played knight in, so I should be fine just to take here, I think. I don't have to take. I could drop back, but take, take. Knight back. Am I getting into a bit of bother here? We might be actually, mightn't we? I'm not sure I want to take that. I'm going to step back. It's allowing this as well, but I can step up, I think. I might be getting into a little bit of a pickle, this position. It's a little bit odd how he's played it, isn't it? Let's go here, see if he goes back. Oh, he does take. Yeah, he's just playing it too quickly. If I do this though, you open up a potential problem. You can imagine if the queen were to suddenly get over this side somewhere. Could be awkward. If this is open, a lot of pressure. So I'd rather play a move like knight back. If takes here, my pawn still covers. Knight up is a very natural move now to hit this bishop. So let's see how he does it. Okay, so he has played that bishop forward, so I'm still looking at knight up so I can get rid of that bishop. He then doesn't have the option to take, so here, everything looks okay. I'm going forward to hit the bishop, so he can't take here. He could still take here. I've got the option to take and take back. We are a pawn up. I just don't want to open up this file, that's why I've not taken that knight there. Cursor off the board so there's no accidental slips. Okay, so he's played back. So it should be fine to take, but I'm also looking at knight back to try and deal with this. Now, do I mind if he takes here? I think I do actually. I'm going to take there. And then probably just knight back, charge this knight. The pawn's nicely covered still, but we're threatening to actually capture the knight and a pawn. Okay, so I can take and he can still do this. So I wonder if I just step over, break that pin now. Yeah, I'm going to break the pin now. So now I'm threatening 3 times and he attacks twice. So he really wants to do this, so up might be a move. I'm just going to play rook across. Again, he might have a move like this. It could be one of them. I have to reposition the rook. Actually, have I just blundered a pawn here? Takes. I think I just take here first, but he's got, well, rook take he doesn't have. He's got pawn. Then I can take here. Yeah, I've almost blundered a pawn. I think I do have to then take the knight. Okay, he's pushed forward. So takes, he'll go with the pawn. So do we mind? We're going to have to do something at some point. I like the idea of pawn up, but that's weakening my position a little. So I'm also looking at pawn here. I'm going to go a4 just to guard this. So he's doubling up there. So now I'm looking at trying to open the scope this way. Yeah, I'm looking at taking now. Bring the pawn across. Keep this solid, but take here. That seems okay to me now. I'm going to try and expand on the d file. Do I want to take and allow this though? Just play queen across for now. If here, I'll just shuffle across, but I'm threatening to take and push through somewhere. Or maybe just play d5. But I don't want to completely clog it down though. Yeah, maybe queen should have come across and right up. Maybe, yeah, queen right across to a stop bishop. Although I can play the rook back and maybe try and push here, I'm not sure. Up, down, and it doesn't feel too brilliant. Okay, so we're about a minute up on the clock now. Played rook across. So now it feels like I'm okay to take. If he goes with this pawn, I simply win a pawn. So take, he should go here. But then if I get forward, I mean, I could throw a check in. You can block. I can go forward, but the queen might start getting active. But I don't want to keep it completely clogged down. No, I'm going to push this one. I'm going to push the a pawn instead. Potentially swing pieces to this side. Depends on what he does. Here right now I can take back with a queen and that seems fine. Okay. I'm going to take then and bring the rook right across the board now. Again, if he takes here, I'm very happy to trade everything off. If he blasts through, that feels fine to me. It doesn't mean it is, but it feels like it is. So he's played bishop there, so he wants to come here. Actually, that could be a good move, couldn't it? I'm looking whether I've got rook up here. If he comes down, I definitely can't take. But am I in a lot of trouble then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't need many moves, does he? Oh my goodness. So do I have to play a move like f3 here? f3's not on, is it? f4 takes. I could be in a spot of bother here. How do I bail out of this? I need the queen off the board. He's come up with a concept. I don't actually see how I defend it. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we go that way. I'm going to take the pawn. I think I'm in a bit of trouble this game. Let's see how he takes back. I don't like my position at all now. This one feels like it's gone wrong as well. Yeah, I've just obviously realised now the concept of bishop in. I definitely can't take and allow this. So you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves and you really clamp the position down. Maybe if you over clamp it, I can use it as a blockader, but it feels dicey, doesn't it? But I'm going here to try and get the queen off the board. If the queen comes off the board, then this is much less risky. Still risky, but much less risky without the queen on. So obviously we've created an immediate threat there. Let's see what he does. We could take with a rook potentially as well and then go to d8 and try and pin the rook and get one of the rooks off. Okay, so he's played rook across to defend. So queen up now kind of pushes him in. Takes, takes, then triple stack, but I don't really like the look of that. Don't see much else, so maybe rook across to go here. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that actually, because my king's reasonable right now, but I'm creating an immediate threat to get one of the rooks off the board. He has come in, so I'm going to hit that rook. There's an immediate back rank mate threat that he has to deal with. But obviously I'm going to be facing a mate threat potentially myself as well. Now check, he can take. My rook is then under immediate fire. I'm aware of that. But I need to take. So where do we go now? I think we can, well, we can't come back actually, can we? Where do we go? I'm not playing well at all right now, am I? What am I doing? I mean, I'm looking at this, but it just feels bad. I probably need the queen there. Let's just bring the rook back behind my pawn. Idea is queen back and across, something like that. If I take and you get your pawn there, you're only a few moves off coming in. That's the concept. It's whether I can challenge the pawn without the rook guarding it. Yeah, when you don't play well in chess, it really shows, doesn't it? Yeah, he's played forward, so you can see the concept he's aiming for. Now, I do have queen up here now. And then what's his idea? Queen down. Pawn up. Eventually, if he runs away, we get a chance to take and win the pawn. I'm certain I'm better if the queen comes off. I'm fine if the queen comes off. There's no real checkmate risk then. So I think he'll play something like queen g4. But can I survive this? I'm almost threatening something like this as well if he doesn't trade. It's whether he can force that mate threat, but I don't have to take his bishop. But he's only a couple of moves off blasting down. But again, takes. I don't have to take back. Maybe I'm actually safer than it looks. I might be. If the queen comes off, it feels a lot easier to play. It doesn't mean it is. It might be just a theory draw. And so I can definitely get the queen off now. Or do I go here first, rook across? Do I try and be a bit more ambitious? Trade takes. I can just take here and his pawn structure's a mess, isn't it? It's just getting my king into play. Yeah, I'm going to take and rook across, I think. Or even just push on, I'm not sure. But I think I can just take and take a lot of pressure off. So take, rook across. I just have to make sure I don't blunder the back rank. So it's going to be right to take, I hope. And I'm going to give my king an immediate square so I don't blunder a back rank. And I'm going to push this pawn to do something about this. Then I think I'm fine to step up. I think I'm over the worst of it now. I don't know for certain I am, but I think I am. Takes, and he gets rook across. That's what he's gone for. King here, but I do get this to compensate. So I might lose one game when he's got an outside pawn. But it feels defendable. It doesn't mean it is, but it feels like it is. Oh, again, I thought rook might have been a little bit neater for him there. But now I can go here and I can start attacking myself. So let's check. Now, can I afford to do this? Takes. He's the one with a passed pawn, so that feels wrong. This might be simply good. Actually, what's wrong with that? Push the pawn up with a view to rook coming behind. Because I can attack in one move, and I can also come here for sure now. And if he takes, I'm fine to take back. So he's gone across, but now I can just collect the pawn. Right, I think I'm winning now. Be interesting to see what the eval says after the game as to whether I was a lot worse at some point here or I was just perfectly fine. Okay, so I assume I want to go this way to stop that pawn, but this way is where all the other pawns are. And simply f3, and I can trade that anytime, can't I? Actually, I'll go this way. f3, if he ever pushes I can trade, or even f4 now. No, I'm just going to go f3 just so we stop this sort of idea. Right, now I'm going to come across the board, hit the pawn. If up, I think I can just simply push. We deal with his outside pawn. It should be a routine win now. Doesn't mean I can't mess it up, but it should be a win. We can start pushing now, I think, but do we? Yeah, I can drop the rook back if I need to, otherwise I'm going to start pushing on, I think. Let's just push on. I can obviously go forward with a tempo. Rook down. Actually, I'm going to take with the pawn. Okay, we're both getting a little bit low on time, but I think I'm fine. Hit the other pawn, threaten a check. Yeah, I've just outplayed him in the end game. I've been a little bit fortunate this one because I've not played a great game. That should be it now. Okay, we get the win, but I suspect the review is not going to be very good, is it? Where am I? $58 games 58 moves we've done in that one. So let's just see what the engine says. I'd be a bit surprised if I wasn't worse off there, but the engine might say I was perfectly level and well, it looks like I was actually, wasn't I? It looks like I was perfectly fine the whole entire way through. It didn't feel like it. I've been better and then I've made mistakes and given my advantage away back to level, but I was still not actually worse. But at some point I've been +3 better, so I've made some mistakes in this position. Oh, I just missed a concept that I can actually take a free pawn there. Because there's a back rank mate threat, so I've missed that d6 is simply hanging, it's a free pawn. So rook to a8 there, I can simply take a free pawn, but according to the eval there, even worse case in this position, that's the worst position I've reached on the eval, and I'm still better, and at this position I felt like I knew what I was doing more there. So that was actually a decent win in the end, 93% versus 88% and it's 22 centre pawn loss, which is better than my normal, so that's not too bad then.